putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
I like that goofy intro. I don't know about you guys. How are you guys doing today? Awesome Tuesday. Literally, most kids or grandchildren will be going back to school soon. So, yay for anybody that wants that. So, it's pretty awesome time. Getting a lot done, a lot organized, and a little chilly here. Actually, I have on pants today. I know, it's so weird. It's August, and I have on pants just to stay warm. So, it's pretty cool. So let's see. Let's say hello to Linda. Hello, Kelly Carell. Hello, Michelle Gaps and Michelle LeBlanc. How are you guys doing out there today? And of course, you guys will be the first four. And I do have the split screen set up. So, my goodness. So, I like it. I like Goofy. I do. I like Goofy. So, before we get going too far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to the Rift Nation Network. You'll see the gorgeous RNN symbol up there. Follow us every chance you get. And check out our sponsors, because without sponsors, how do you go live? I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Let's check out Ghost of Staunton. Check them out. I'm pretty sure they're on Facebook. Pretty soon I will remember to put the links up. Also check out Boo's Paranormal Equipment. Good place to go for all your paranormal needs out there. And SS Crystal and Crafts over on Facebook. You can find her under Susan Swanbeck 1, but it's SS Crystal and Crafts. So check them out and let you know what you're doing. So how are you guys doing with this full moon energy? The super moon was last night, so that's pretty amazing, huh? So you guys doing good? And I've got the double screen here, so you can see the magic going as I'm doing this, and you can't see it on one screen, but you can see it on the other. So I think it's pretty good. Yes, I am doing fantastic. So it's a good time. And don't forget to, share me out if you're over on Facebook, or if you can figure out, I don't know, thumbs up over on YouTube or whatever. If you're on Facebook, when you give the hearts and thumbs up, and laughs or whatever, it helps the algorithm of Facebook as well, just to let you guys know that. So and this Friday, Marcy and I will be talking depression help. That's what the topic we'll be talking about this time. So So, and Miss Joni on Wednesday. Don't forget to check out Mystery Behind the Scenes as well. The Otter's Den on Sunday. And once a month, we have Paranormal Outlaws on Saturday. And the Otter's Den is bi-weekly on Mondays. More shows coming. We're just waiting for some people to get ready. Yes, we are. So what do you say we start this off with Miss Linda Nielsen today? Miss Linda Nielsen today. So you guys are really going to love this. You're going to be able to see the cards again. And let's say hi to Mr. Odell. Say hello, Howard. Howard, how you doing? What you doing? So we got some awesome situation here. So Howie's in the house. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty awesome time. So we're going to start off with Miss Linda Nielsen. And again, I'm going to do the 5-directional spread is what I'm actually going to be doing here. Thank you, Renee. I really appreciate that. The sharing is caring. So hey, Miss Renee Coates in the house as well. So let's check this out. Let's start right off with Linda. And again, we're doing the 5-card spread here is what we're doing. So I want you guys to be able to see what's going on with the 5-card spread. So, and this is what it is. Now, every position means something. And I've been really researching as far as and studying a lot more of the runes and meanings. So there's going to be more information coming out as I continue on this path. But the first card, of course, is Gabo. Now, Gabo deals with understanding the world is what it actually deals with. And again, this is a Freya. This is Freya. This is one of her runes. So, and you guys will understand this as we continue to talk about this, okay? So we're talking Gabo. Now, Gabo deals with past influences on yourself and your Corey and how you act and react. That's the position it's actually in. It's one position which deals with you in the past. Okay, so and again, Gabo also is understanding the world situation. So there's something that you need or needed to understand in the past. So we get that right out of the way. And this has to do with communication, divine communication and gifts. There is something that you needed to understand, whether it's psychically, mentally, physically, and emotionally. This has to do with, it could be, and again, I don't talk religion, could be spiritual. So there's something in the past that you needed to understand, okay? And that's why you were going through a little bit of what happened. Now, because some of you I read every week, this could have been the past week, that there was something occurring that you needed to understand, and you finally have that understanding coming around for you, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so the next one we have coming up is Kenny Zaz, okay? Now, Kenny Zaz is coming up in the position of problems and potential obstacles on your path. That's what we're dealing with right now. Now, this is what it has. You have the understanding, but it's still saying that you need knowledge. There's some knowledge or information that you don't have that you need to have with you at the moment. So do your research before we make informed decisions. That's what the rune is letting you know. These are obstacles. So before you make, excuse me, yes, correct. Thank you. Sorry, I got somebody right over here. Before you pass judgment, make sure you have all the information with you, okay? Because there seems to be a piece missing to the puzzle where you're not going to be able to get it together. It's like one of those things that are hidden in under the table or fell on the floor and get caught in the cracks, or there's a slight piece of information, and that's going to be an obstacle for you. So in order for it not to become an obstacle, what we want to do is we want to find that. Okay, so do that first. In the third position, we have Iwas. Iwas is in the third position, and the third position is strokes of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor. Okay, so these are things that are going to help you work in your favor, because now we know what the obstacle is, and we need to get through that by gaining more insight, more knowledge, okay? Whether that's book knowledge, spiritual knowledge, time to ourselves, this is something that we need to work on. Or, excuse me, you need to work on. Oh, excuse me about that one. It's like, okay. EWAS deals with dreaming, magic. It also deals with the tree of life, which is Yggdrasil. So you got to imagine, we're taking this card in the position of strokes of luck. Yggdrasil connects to what? The 9 realms. So now we're dealing with EWAS, which is connected to all 9 of the realms. So even though we're lacking the information here, it doesn't look like it's going to be something hard for you to find. So whatever it is that you're missing is going to be an easy find, even though it's an obstacle. What it's saying is thank you. What it's actually saying is for you to like center and calm. Don't go in that type of mood. Don't do that. Take that step back. Take that breath. Okay. And you will literally have, instead of a crossroads, 9 different directions you can go into. You will have guidance, divine guidance, signs, animal gift signs, seeing certain colors all the time. These are all signs. Just pay attention to the signs around you. It's something that's going to help you out a great deal. Now, Enzus deals with, of course, God ancestors. This one is also about, and again, it runs under the Freya, which I just read today about Freya's runes. This has to do with personal intellect, okay? We're talking with God Odin. That's what this particular rune, and it's in the position of immediate outcome, which is really good because we have that intellect, that understanding of what's happening, not just about you, but about the world. A total understanding of what's happening with Enzus. I should probably reverse this so the runes actually look the right way, but you guys understand this. I'll do that in a minute. So that's what we have coming in here. So Enzus is coming into the immediate outcome. And in the immediate outcome, we have not only the God energy or the spiritual, higher level spiritual energy, we have your ancestors coming to play here. So that's loved ones that have passed over. Again, family, ancestors can also represent the animals that were around us. I have cats and dogs that visit me here and there to just let me know that they're around. So, and these are things that happen. So it's what it is that you are connected to spiritually. This is going to help you. This is a really, really good card to have in this particular position. I know I'm today. Okay, we have many. Maniza. I know. Sooner or later I'll pronounce this right. Now, Menizaz is it's the eventual outcome and the lesson that you should have learned. And again, I read you every week, but sometimes we don't know how long. This is the guide coming in for you, okay? And Menizaz is actually coming in, deals with divine union, manifestation, which I think so I was watching something. So if you're interested in manifesting something, the moon, this particular super blue moon, is the best time to manifest. So it was yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So if there is something that you want to manifest, make sure you center first, is what it's saying, because remember, we have the card of you need the knowledge. So you need the knowledge, you need to be able to center, you need to be able to namaste before we put the intent out there in order to let it go. So manifestation is really good. Watch your dreams. If you do not have a dream journal, keep a dream journal with you. And also this represents actual dreaming, things we've actually dreamed of. And that's why it's categorized with manifestation. So this is what we have going on this week. So it looks like that you do have a lot of positive energy coming. Only a small puzzle piece is missing, is what it looks like for you coming up, which is actually a pretty awesome situation. And that one was for Linda Nielsen. That was for Linda Nielsen. Now we have Miss Kelly Corral. Oh, and as always, those that are in the chat from the R.I.F.T Network, if you would like a little room guidance, more than happy to help you out with the room guidance. So yeah, I like this little new setup. I like you guys to be able to see the cards that we're actually dealing with right here. So, and is there a way I can actually, hold on, let me get into me get into this. Edit settings. Let's see if I can mirror this. Maybe the rune cards will look correct now. Let's find out, shall we? Hey, Miss Cheryl, how are you? Okay, Kelly Corral, you are up next. Welcome, Cheryl. I haven't seen you in a while. All right. Miss Kelly Corral, first position, second position, third, fourth, fifth. Oh, they're falling all over the place. I got to move whatever's here on my desk, I'm telling you. Okay, so now these, I say now, and then it's like now these. Okay, first position represents the past and its influences on you, who you are. And again, it could be the past week, it could be the past month, the past year. It's the past, which means it's not right now. So it's, before. So we have now these coming in, and now these is one that deals with our necessities, needs, and functions. Also, excuse me. Also, we're talking about shadow work, which means that things that are still niggling at us. That's a good way to put it. The things that are niggling at us. I don't know who this is. Somebody that's like the situation that niggles and we're unable to let it go. And it deals a lot with that particular situation. So these are things that you have worked on and things in the past that have kind of stopped you from moving forward. And again, for some reason for you, it stopped you from moving forward. Now the obstacles come up. Okay, we have Dagas. Let me take a swig of coffee. Dagas deals with obstacles. All right. Oh, needed a swig. Dagas, obstacles. Oh my goodness. Your intuition and the light within is an obstacle, which means that psychologically you could be running a little bit on the low, which means that you need to go out for that battery recharge. You need that little bit of time. You need that break. Like we all need that vacation, that break from reality is what we need. So these are things that you need to work on, because this is this one's a big obstacle. This isn't one of Freya's runes. No. Okay, I had to think for a minute. So we're talking Dagas. These are your biggest obstacles, which is dawn, intuition, light. So it follow facts before instincts is what it's saying. If for some reason that's it's a little more difficult, because instinct and intuition automatically kicks in. They're telling you to make sure that you add the facts to it. If the fact and the intuition adds up, then that's okay. So this is the obstacle coming to you. Winjow, Winjow's in the position of strokes of luck and beneficial influences working in our favor. Except Winju represents joy. And again, we're dealing with understanding the world right now. This is another one of Freya's runes. I did go over Freya's runes today. So the other ones I'm still working on who they belong to, but I'm getting there. I love this. So we're dealing with, and again, joy, kinship, heritage, understanding the world. Okay, so what's happening right now is there's a little bit of a downside happening, and for some reason this downward spiral. Ooh, that could be it too. Thank you. So, all right, thank you. They're saying connect these two. So if we're connecting that the intuition is an obstacle, and then we have the world, where you're understanding the world itself actually makes you a little bit sad. They're letting you know to take that time, to take that step back, to make sure that you have all the information first before you actually move forward in a direction. So they're telling you that your intuition, your instincts, they're saying sometimes our emotions get in the way. That's what they're letting me know. Because Freya's use deals with spiritually, mentally, physically, all the emotional aspects of ourselves. So now we have Othello. Othello is also in the upside down position. This is in position 4, which is the immediate outcome. Okay. Now Othello is a little bit upside down here at the moment. Okay. And this also deals with, instead of inherited property, it's dealing with someone else's property, someone else's particular issues, because we're not dealing with something that's going on, or thank you very much, excuse me, a slight misunderstanding within home. Home could also represent family, situations, people, places, and things. So the immediate outcome is definitely a misunderstanding coming to you, and there is a relation there. Whether it's close friends, whether it's immediate family, there is a misunderstanding that's going to happen. And again, this is immediate, but birth row comes in for the long term, okay? And again, in the fifth position, well, hello, Miss Kelly Page. In the fifth position, what we're dealing with right now is the rune that actually represents both the eventual outcome and the lesson that you need to learn from this experience. Because you got to remember, runes are a form of divination. They're divining a way for you to get through the obstacles in your path. That's what I like about it. Okay, well, plus, related. Okay, so now we're dealing with Perth Row, which, help me out here. Yes, okay, that's your hearth, that's your home. Okay, thank you. So things are actually going to change. The final outcome when we're dealing with the intuition, this having an issue short term within the home, things are going to settle out and they're going to become a lot more balanced and stable for you, is what they're actually going to do. So Perth Row's actually coming in this final outcome scenario of things that are happening, which are surrounding your home, your spirituality within yourself, and also what's happening within your home away from home, which is work. Things are going to start settling down into a really good type of situation. This is going to benefit you in the long run. So just get through the obstacle, watch the obstacle, make sure that you have all the facts first, okay? This is short term. This is a short term outcome. This is the eventual outcome that you want to look for, hon. So that's a really, really good thing for you right now. Well, hello, Alice Bennington. Thank you so much for stopping in. And again, I call names out, and as I call your name out, please come down and come forward, and we will get to you guys, okay? So I just let's see what we got going on here. Who's next? I think we have Michelle Caps over on Facebook, and then Michelle LeBlanc over on YouTube are the next two up. So we're going pretty good here right now. If there's something you don't understand as I do this, please feel free to let me know. So those are the next two names. Next two names. Nancy kept you awake tonight, Cheryl said. All right, so those are the next two names. Michelle Caps over on Facebook and Michelle LeBlanc over on YouTube. Okay, we go, Michelle. Okay, so remember, if you guys need the explanation of a rune beforehand, what we're doing is we're divining your week. So literally, check me out. Every Tuesday, we're going to divine different path and different obstacles we kind of run across in our week, is what we do. Let's find out what's going on here. Tuesday. No, onesie, Tuesday, 3Z, 4Z, 5Z. Oh, at least we got Faye. We end up with wealth, which is awesome. First position, Ewas. Ewas is in the first position, which is the past and how it actually influenced you. Okay, we're doing Michelle Caps first on Facebook, then we'll do Michelle LeBlanc. Okay, so we have Ewas actually coming over to you right now. Now, Ewas is coming into play, and we're dealing with twins, which is twos. All right, in the past, relationships, twos in relationships. Something feeling overcrowded, never getting time to yourself is what they're actually talking about at the moment. I don't think, though, this isn't one of Freya's rooms. So what we're talking about is twos, things that come in twos. And again, sometimes it's the multitasking that can come in twos, but they're saying for some reason this is surrounded around a particular type of relationship. And it doesn't necessarily mean a love relationship. It could mean a relationship with yourself. Sometimes what others see and what you see in yourself are two different things, because we have a tendency to put ourselves down. They're saying that this particular situation is in the past and you have learned to see beauty within yourself, which is a good lesson you needed to learn. Big obstacle coming. Elegas is actually coming. This is in the obstacle, which is problems and potential obstacles on your back. Potential things that could arise. Now, Elegas is in the upside down position. So we're not going to have any sanctuary and no protection at the moment. Now, protection, what does that necessarily mean? It means that if you are, okay, if you're on a trampoline and you want to jump on a trampoline, I know I couldn't do it nowadays, but if you're on a trampoline and you wanted to jump on that trampoline and there's no protective walls, you could fall off. But if you do happen to go on one and there are protective walls, you're a little safer than what you should be. So what it's saying is to actually watch and be careful of particular situations that could arise. Anything could arise, from a new hole that you didn't see, a pothole. So just be very aware of your surroundings and what is happening. And again, this doesn't necessarily mean all heck is going to break loose. No. For you, for some reason, this is representing like something small, pothole, you run over in a car and it causes you financial type issues is what we're worried about. So watch where you're walking, watch your surroundings is what they're letting you know. That's a big challenge, because sometimes we have a tendency to get a little busy. We got a little busy about what's happening. Now, your luck. Okay, stroke of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favors. Sometimes I get upside down runes here, but that's okay. That's okay. We have Heligas coming in, which is an awesome card to have. Having a brain fog here, so give me a sec. All right, so Heligas is coming in, and that is not a Freya rune. Okay, that is not for Freya. Now, Heligas is actually coming in and deals with air, transformation, egg of life, which means there's a new beginning coming. Okay, so I think there was a past where I told you don't start or don't add anything new. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time to bring in the new, the energy, the manifesting of either adding something to what you're already doing or manifesting your actual true desire. So we have that benefit coming in, the manifestation coming in, the transformation, the egg, the new beginning. So this is something new that you're adding to what you already do or deal with. So we have this new situation coming in, and it's going to come in really, really good for you because that's in your luck position. Now, the immediate outcome we're dealing with is Dagas. Now, see, Dagas cannot be upside down. So no matter which way you read it, it depends on the position with this particular room. Okay, so now we're dealing with the immediate outcome, which means strong intuition, light within, and a new dawn. So this is really bringing out, we have a transformation here with Aligas. Then we have this new dawn. So if this has something to do with business, I would say yes, go for it. If this is something you're adding to your business or something else you want to do, yes, definitely go for it. If it has something to do, I'm not seeing anything about home right now. So I'm suggesting personally within yourself, something you want to change, do it. Business, do it. I'm not seeing the hearth come up right now for you, but so this definitely has something to do with you, within you, or what's happening around you as far as business situation transforming. So this is a really good card to have. Oh, Fayu. Fayu! Final outcome. Yeah, this is the final outcome. That was the immediate outcome. Fayu is, believe it or not, cattle. Cattle is considered wealth back in the day. And I keep eating my hair. Don't you love when that happens? I love long hair, but I don't like eating it. So now we're dealing with Fayu. Fayu has to deal with cattle, wealth. This is like personally within you. So this reading could have something to do with growth within yourself, because Fayu does represent personally. If you run your own business, that's also personal. Okay, so, and again, increase. When we're talking wealth and we're dealing with one of Freya's runes, we're dealing with the aspect of it could be actual financial wealth, it could be prosperity within ourselves, the growth within ourselves, or something that we wanted to grow within ourselves that actually come out. So I really see a really awesome outcome coming for you right now. So follow these runes, watch out for the path, but because Feiyu comes up in the final income, they're suggesting to me that this has to do with either within yourself or your personal business, okay? And again, personal business could just mean small business, big business, any type of business like that is what we're dealing with. All right, so now we have Michelle LeBlanc. I'm going to take a swig of coffee here. Yeah, I'm back studying the runes, and now I almost have the meanings down, but I don't have the category meaning down. So now I'm separating them a bit more. So it's really kind of fun. I'm really enjoying myself doing this, and the more I learn, the more I like to share with you guys. So let's see. We have Michelle LeBlanc over on YouTube. Here we go. This one's for you. I'm shuffling off to Buffalo. I'm not even looking. All right. So let's deal with rune 1, Ros, Eligas, radio upside down, Kenny's ass, and Lagoose. I don't know why I do that every time I pull that cat. Lagoose. Uros, upside down. This has to do with our past. It influences who created who you are. And sometimes a negative past creates a positive person. I know. If you were doing algebra, 2 negatives create a positive. So it really just depends on the situation. Now, I'm pretty sure Uros, no, Uros is not one of her roots. And again, this has to do with luck. In the past, they're saying that your luck was, your luck was off. There was something going on within home life that, luck not good. Home life also not really very good. This has kind of created who you are and why you are who you are. Yeah, I understood that. Hopefully you understood that. Okay, now, obstacles is Heligas. Now, Heligas is not one of her runes. Your obstacle is transformation, egg of life, which deals with air. And we're dealing with change. Okay? Some people don't handle change well. And that's okay. It's because they've been through too much of it that they just want to ba-boom. So the obstacle that you do have coming up has something to do with transformation, which is change, which you do not handle change very well, is what they're saying in this particular situation. I still don't know if we're dealing with your home life or outside of your life right now, but we are dealing with a situation that's going to cause those particular issues. Now, your luck card is radio, but this particular rune is upside down. Now, this is your stroke of luck and other beneficial influences that are coming into play. This particular rune is upside down. This is personal and your intellect, okay? Believe it or not, this is a benefit even though the rune is upside down because the position that we're in. So, think of it this way. In the past, there was something going on. They're saying something within the house and the dwelling. The issue is, the obstacle is definitely going to be change. Now, radio comes in, which deals with the wheel of the year. There's a stop in the wheel. There's a slowdown in the wheel. So this is going to benefit you. So I'm not sure if this is a closing on a house or if you're moving or if you have to move, physically move, changing jobs. There seems to be a hold happening here. And this is actually going to benefit you for this hold. And I don't understand why this happens sometimes, but they're letting you know that there is a reason that this is coming. There's a reason there is that delay. I mean, we don't always want to deal with the delay, but it is something. I find myself looking at the runes over here, which is cool. That's okay. So now we're dealing with Kenny's ass, which is dealing with, that one is personal. Okay, and we're dealing with understanding what's going on and why the universe does what it does and why things are actually happening this way. Okay, because this is a Freya rune. Yes, this one is a Freya rune. So we're dealing with the knowledge and fire. Fire is the passion within us that sometimes we have that little spark that we actually lose. This is the immediate outcome coming to you. Okay, so now that we've gone through all of this, we finally have that spark within ourselves. We have that passion to be able to move forward, to continue what we've always wanted to do. Like, okay, hey, I want to try bungee jumping. You go and you do it and you have fun. So you have that spark, that fire within you that you thought you lost. It's back and it's coming back. We just have these things to work with you. So, like I said, the delay is a good thing. Okay, so even though sometimes we don't think so, that's the immediate. Now, this one deals with both the eventual outcome and the lesson. Okay, what we're dealing with right now, Lagoose. We're dealing with living renewal and water. What does water do? It flows. Water flows. Okay, I'm not dealing with an uphill river. I'm dealing with a river that flows correctly. Okay, so this is movement. So even though we have stagnation over here, which brings in really awesome situation, Lagoose is coming in, and this is not one of Freya's rooms, is it? Check. Freya, no, not Freya rooms. So it's not personal. It has to do with outside. So this is actually coming in, and we have that element for you that's really cool. The water, the movement, the fertility, which means that now things are on fertile ground. That's fertility. Fertility doesn't necessarily mean, oh my God, you could have a kid or a grandkid. No, it could mean birth of a new idea. You're planting a seed of a new idea, or something new is coming to you because it's creating that fertility. In other words, you start to do things, you mess it up, and you look at it and say, "Oh my God, that's kind of cool." So, and then you start creating things that way. It's going to be beneficial to you. So, this is the lesson that brings you, and it's going to bring you into a much better, more stable type atmosphere and environment, is what it's going to do. Okay, so let's see who we have here. Not much chit chat going on in the room today. All right, let's shuffle these up and see who the next two that we do have. And as always, if you're from the Rift and you want to read, you have to let me know. Okay, so now, Howie, if you want one, let me know. Renee, if you want one, let me know. So now we're dealing with Miss Cheryl Lund and Kelly Page are the next two. Cheryl Lund and Kelly Page are the next two people for the room read to find your path. So come on down. Come on down. Cheryl's over on Facebook, and Miss Page is also on Facebook. Yes, Miss Page is on Facebook. After that, we have Allison Bennington. Sorry, I have on my computer glass. Thank you, honey. Glad I helped. Okay, yep. Kelly Page. Okay, awesome. Okay, Cheryl, if you're still here, let me know. We're going to do Miss Kelly Page right now. So if you've never had a reading by me, I do channel things. If you've never had a rune reading, it's a form of divination. And this form of divination is going to help you on your path of whatever path. Runes help guide you through an obstacle course of life. That's the easiest way to put it. Okay, so we're going to do what is known as the 5-direction spread, which kind of gives you a little bit more detail than pulling 3 cards. Sometimes it's emotionally, physically, mentally. I'm not really sure until I get into it. Now, the first one we have, and again, dealing with in the past, is Winjo. Winjo is what? Joy. Also kinship, heritage. In other words, a feeling of belonging is something that was in the past. It's like you feel, thank you, you feel like you're missing something. That's what it's telling me. It's telling me because in the past, you were felt that happiness, that joy, but you're not feeling it as much anymore. Maybe it's not others. Maybe it's you, honey. Maybe you've grown, and that's what happens. It's okay to actually outgrow individuals, is what it is. And that's what we're dealing with right here. So we're dealing with Winjo, we're dealing with outgrowing. And this has to do with understanding the world around you, too. So I still say this has something to do with you, because we're dealing with one of Freya's roots. Okay? That's what we're dealing with right now. Now, Perkino is your obstacle, and your obstacle is upside down. That's in the 2nd position. Hello, Emmanuel. So we're dealing in the second position. Oh, I'm hitting my microphone. That must sound like a heck over there. So Birkenau is problems, potential obstacles on your path, according to this. So what we have, okay, instead of dealing with, thank you, instead of dealing with grounding, we're dealing with spiritual energy. Okay, this seems to be a bit of an obstacle, a bit of a stop for you. And again, I'm not sure if it's something you're trying to stop or you feel blocked. It's one of the other actually coming in. This is an obstacle for you right now, which means that it's something that can be overcome. It's just an obstacle. It's not a wall. Okay. You have to remember that when we're talking obstacles, that's all it is. It's an obstacle, not a wall actually coming in. So we are, and instead of the beginning of something, we're dealing with the end. Okay. So it's the end of old, beginning of new is what we're dealing with. Okay. And Birkenau is not one of Freya's runes. Okay. So this is what we're actually dealing with. This is a big obstacle for you. This is what we need to look out for, how to get you through that. Like I said, maybe you're growing. Maybe you've grown into a different direction than other individuals around you in your life for some reason. That does happen. Okay, so now we are dealing with the third position, which is strokes of luck and beneficial influences working in your favor. So these, in this position, these are the things that are actually going to help you out. All right, so we are dealing with love, music, and harmony. Okay, when we're dealing with true love, I'm not talking always relationships. I'm talking a love of yourself, that divine union between spirit and self, where you just love who you are as an individual. You love the direction that you're heading into. This is your luck coming back towards you. Okay, so we have this, thank you, harmony, like music, where things, thank you, 70s, dude. This things are grooving in the right direction. Somebody's grooving. So things are actually moving in the right direction, very musically, very smoothly. Thank you. Like smooth jazz, somebody's saying. I don't know, like smooth jazz. These things are coming in towards you, okay? Now, the short-term outcome is in Thurizaz. That's something that's coming in toward you. And Thurizaz is that one of Freya's runes? No. Thurizaz a little bit upside down. Okay, so short-term outcome. There's going to be no, the old is gone, let it go. There's no regeneration coming. Okay, absolutely no regeneration of old thinking, old ways, old people. It's time to move on. This is the short-term income. This situation isn't going to come back into your life. You need to just let it go and move on. But it's beneficial to you to move on. Okay, so learn to let go. This is the short-term income. That's what's happening. But sometimes we have to let go of people because maybe they were meant to cross our paths because we had a lesson we needed to learn from them. Or maybe we needed to learn to finally stand on our own 2 feet. It really does depend on what's coming in. Now, this is in the fifth position, which represents both the eventual outcome or the lesson that you needed to learn from the situation. It's either one or. When we're dealing with that, we're talking about the outcome or a lesson, because we learn a lesson, we've grown spiritually, mentally, we've grown. So that's what actually happens. Now, let's see. We have Menaz. Menaz is not one of Freya's names. So the thing that's actually coming is divine manifestation, which means that even though there seems to be a blockage of like the energy coming for you, we're going to have that. There's a reason. Sometimes we get blocked when we have that download. Super downloads cause that. They almost cause like a short circuit until our minds rest. So there is a great understanding of divine energy, spiritual type of divine energy coming back to you. And it's going to create you stronger than what you were before. And this is what I'm seeing. But sometimes like a challenge Okay, the challenge could be manifesting it or believing it's coming or believing it's happening. And better yet, believing in self is what they're telling you. So kind of believe in who you are and know that you can get there. Okay? Let go of the past and go forward. Okay? That's actually what they're actually telling me. Hopefully that helps you out. Let's see who the heck we got in here. We got. Oh, let's see. And again. All right. Cheryl Lund, if you'd like one, come on down, honey. Allison Bennington, sorry, over on Facebook as well. And let's see, Manuel, if you'd like one over on Facebook, please feel free to let me know. Anybody else that would like a rune read? Runes are like, they were Germanic. Nordic is the ones that I read. I read the Nordic runes. I do have actual runes, but yeah, throwing them on my desk is not always good because, you try to cast the runes. Oh, no problem, honey. That's what I'm here for. I go down the list. If I can reach everybody on my list, it's what I'm going to do because it's just guiding it. But if I was to cast the runes, I have to hold them and stop them from rolling because they'll roll off my desk. But yes, I actually have runes. So I just find the cards easier for the show. Sorry if you didn't want one, but just trying to help you out. So what we have actually coming, and let's find out, seeing we have a dead spell here, which is kind of rare. Allison, if you're here, come on down. Cheryl Lund, if you're here and you want to read, come on down. I still have about 13 minutes left. If not, we're going to do one for the week. Or better yet, I can do one for myself, but let's do one for the week and find out what's happening. So, and as I learn more and more and more, because, I know the runes. Allison, yes. Awesome. Gotcha, honey. Runes are just, I like them because it's a way of dealing with your obstacle course. Gotcha. Good. Thank you so much, honey. All right, Miss Allison. This is the obstacle course of life cards. No. These are runes. Okay. I think they said shuffle again. So I'm going to shuffle again. Then we'll deal with Miss Allison here. So what do we have coming up? Ooh, Enzus. Tiwas. Berthro. Oh, Othello. Stay. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, the outcome is really good. So let's see. Let me take a swig and see what's going on here. Enzus. That is the past and the influences on you. I have a feeling this one's going to be more based on you than outside influences, okay? Now, I can ask the rune a question, but sometimes I find the general is a little better. Enzus deals with it deals with you personally and your understanding of the world. And again, that's Enzus because we're dealing with one of Freya's runes is what we're dealing with. So we're dealing with ancestors. And your ancestors, your relatives, mother, father, brother, sister, anybody you consider family, literally, were always influencing you and your decisions. It was like a part of you did make your own decisions, so to speak. I can understand that. Okay, no problem, hon. I will do you next. So what it is a part of you that you need to, they're saying that you need to step out. Now, everybody does that. That was in the past, they're saying, in the past, okay? Now, we're dealing with your problems and potential obstacles, okay? We're talking Tiwas. Is that one of her runes? No. Tiwas, okay? Thank you. The fear of failure is what they're saying. If I do this wrong, what's going to happen? If I do that wrong, oh my God. But what if nobody like? Well, what if? And that's what happens. It's, in other words, you are your own worst critic. You really are. And I tell everybody the same thing. Please tell me one toddler that got up after laying down and literally got up and started walking and jogging like it was nothing. They fell, didn't they? They get up, they fall. They get up, they fall. What do we do when we fall? We learn. We don't fail, we learn, we face challenges, okay? So the biggest thing you need to look at right now is what they're saying. Your biggest challenge of what's coming to you is to literally don't judge yourself. Don't allow others to judge you. Just because I don't make pizza like a professional chef and throw it in the air doesn't mean my pizza's not going to taste right. I just have my own way of doing things, and there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean that I'm failing. It just means that I prefer to do it this way because it's easier for me. And try to look at things that way. Now, Perthrow comes in and it's dealing with your stroke of luck or beneficial influences working with you. Now, Perthrow is also not one of your rooms. And again, Perthrow means hearth, it means luck, it means home. Okay? That's the basic energy within the card. It also deals with, primal law. Oh, excuse me again. There goes my coffee. It also deals with hearth, primal law, luck, and we're also dealing with, oh, thank you, divination, forms of divination. Divination, like runes, that's a form of divination. Water gazing in the full moon, that's a form of divination. Okay, there are many different. Let's see, another form of divination. If I can find one of my things, form of divination right here. Divination, pendulum, divination. These are all forms of divination. They're saying that divination is really lucky for you. It's something that's going to help you immensely. Okay, so literally look into a form of divination. Whether you want to look into certain oracle cards or something and start reading them, or start divining a little bit more and bring that into play of what you're doing right now, that's going to really help you out a great deal, okay? And it's going to help give you that boost, because every now and then we still want that approval. We fall back to that. Don't fall back to that. Fall back to the form of divination coming towards you. Now, this is the immediate outcome. Now, Othello is in the upside down direction. But the immediate outcome, okay, has to do with not ancestors, but thank you, not family, but friends. Okay, so we're not dealing with family because Othello deals with ancestral type of energy. But this is upside down, so we're not dealing with a positive type of ancestral energy. And again, you have to remember, not everybody is going to agree with your life choices, with your decisions, but you need to do what's best for you. Okay, you need to follow here your heart, okay, your mind, your spirit, because you're the one that lives your life. It's not about what other people think it's you. So not everybody is going to be receptive, but in the long run, it's really going to benefit you, and they will come along. Thank you. They're not going to immediately, they're going to go be like, oh my God, what you done? But don't worry about it, okay? It will come along. Then we have Feiyu. What does Feiyu represent? Feiyu in the old time is Odin, God, ancestors. No, that's Enzus. Feiyu deals with cattle, deals with wealth. This is in your, eventual outcome or lesson that you need to learn. Now, we are dealing with wealth. Wealth deals with many different things, not just finances. It also deals with spiritual wealth, prosperity, gain. Gain of who we are as individuals, a gain of what's happening around us, a gain of thought, a gain of idea, a gain of our pride. Prosperity actually represents many different things. Okay, it doesn't necessarily always finances, but this reading, I think, is centered around you, about you getting out of your shell, going out more. Be you, be yourself. Do what I do. I dye my hair purple at least once a month. Okay? I don't care how old I am. I'm going to do it anyways because I enjoy it. And that's what it is. Learn to be you and keep coming out with it. And you are going to really feel so much more balanced and better as an individual. Okay, you really are. It's going to be awesome. If you want to do Harley Quinn hair, girl, go for it. I'll tell you. Harley Quinn's cool. Yeah. So be yourself, hon. Be yourself. You've got this. Okay, so now we've got Miss Shaw. I know I'm a character. I come up with the weirdest analogies. I normally have baking analogies. Okay, Miss Cheryl Lund. Miss Cheryl Lund, you are up. Hopefully that helped her. Be uniquely you. I mean, every summer my hair is always 50 million different colors. And I started this a long time ago on a Dare to Be Different campaign. Because some people with like Asperger's or autism, you can't see on the outside that there's something wrong. They know on the inside. So I created this boom outside of Dare to Be Different. That's how it started. And then I just kind of fell in love with the color and kept going. So, all right. So right now we have hello, Monica S. I have Cheryl Lund. Miss Cheryl Lund is up. I don't know if I've done rooms on Cheryl before, but oh my God, you're so going to love it. Welcome, honey. And don't forget, we're here at the RNN Network. We're here for you, always. Okay? All right, let's see what we got for Miss Cheryl. We have Legus, Gable, Eros, with Joe, Eligas, oof, 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 oof. All right, Legus is water. Okay. Yeah. In the past, things, it was easier for you to heal from things. It was like a living renewal, like water, a living renewal of life. And again, that's something that's in the past. I have a feeling this might be medical. Let's find out. So what we're dealing with right now is it's not going to be as easy to regenerate as it was before. Not exactly sure why. I don't know what's happening right yet, but let's see if we figure that out. Think it was easier to overcome. And I'm sorry, but that's what it's telling me. Now, Gabo's coming in, and this has to deal with problems and potential obstacles that you have coming up, okay? Now, Gabo is coming in. Gabo's a big X. Okay, that has to deal with divine interactions. Okay, your understanding of the world. Thank you. We are dealing with divine interactions and gifts. Things people are giving you is an obstacle. And why does that create an obstacle? You can only handle so many things coming at you at once. Even if people are trying to help you out, sometimes them going overboard does create, and I'm feeling wateriness. It does create that. Okay? So too much giving. And again, this doesn't necessarily mean people are giving to you. It could be that means that you're giving too much to others. So it's one or the other. When we're talking Gabo as an obstacle, it definitely has to do with gifts. But which gift? Your knowledge, your time, possessions, finances. It could deal with many different aspects. In other words, it's too, it can be, because it's an obstacle, it's probably too much giving, not enough receiving, or when we receive, there's no gratefulness for it. Okay, so we need to balance that, is what it's saying. That's a big obstacle, is balancing is what's coming up. Now, Uros is upside down, and this is really weird because this one is in your luck position or beneficial influences working in your favor. Let me drink this way. Oh my God. So Uros, instead of having, oh, this is personal. This has to do with emotions. Thank you. Personally within you. Your emotions within yourself. Okay? Because Uros is a Freya rune. Freya deals a lot with inside yourself and how you understand the world. This one has more to do with yourself. Uros has to do with, instead of having extra energy, you're going to be like a little low on energy actually coming up. Creative forces might not be as strong, but this is actually going to run in your favor. And I that's really weird, but it is actually something that's going to run in your favor. personally. So in other words, you're going through what I like to call a recharge. And that's what happens. We get low on energy. We need to take that time to just chill and not try to do so much at once. And what happens is we go through that recharge period, and it's something they're saying that you do need. You do need that recharge period. Then we have Winjo. Now, Winjo is your immediate outcome that's actually coming. All right. And this has a lot to do with how you're understanding the world, okay? That's what this particular one is, because Winjo is a frail or room. It's like a separation from you and the joy. You used to have a lot of fun and joy with the friends around you. And right now, immediately, what they're saying is there is not that much around you right now. In other words, you're feeling separate. You're not feeling as though you're a part of, you're feeling more separate. So what you need to do is you need to pick yourself up. And again, sometimes the immediate could be the immediate lesson that we need to learn too, is just to get up, get out there as much as you can. Okay? And find out what is going on, because we're dealing with stuff within you right now. And again, I'm trying to talk in circles because I'm feeling some stuff. All right, now Heligas is actually coming, and this is the final outcome or the challenge actually coming in for you. And again, I don't see things going, transforming into something different. I see them staying exactly as they are. So in other words, it's not going forward, it's not going backwards, it's staying right there. Okay? Physically, it's going to stay right there. It's not going to move for a while. Okay? So there is no immediate transformation when we're dealing with Heligas. And Heligas is air. So air is, it's a little stagnant. Things aren't going to be, there's going to be like no new beginning right now. So things are going to stay right as they are. And in some situations, this is a good thing. In other words, it's not going to increase. It's not going to decrease. It's going to stay exactly right where it is. If you can understand that. Well, hello, Z-Sun Dragon. All right, I got one more. Monica S. I know it's 9:03, but that's okay. We'll read Miss Monica S. Alrighty. You'll catch the replay. Alright, Monica asks if you want to catch the replay, that's fine. Before we close off, I can do one more. Gail, I can read you, honey. I don't know if Monica's gonna catch the replay or not. But thank you for joining, Monica. Okay, let's see, Gail. Let's see what we got. We got Fayu upside down, Iwas, Othello, Gabo, and the final one is Ingwas, which isn't bad. All right, so in the past, Fayu deals with, again, it deals with wealth and prosperity. Wealth and prosperity of ourselves, within ourselves, and also finances, okay? Yep, I can read you too, honey, if you want, no problem. Right now, this is for Gail. So we have these situation. I don't think Fayu is personally. Okay, so we're dealing with, this is a five-rune. So we're dealing with, there's a lack of something, prosperity happening. And again, they're saying that this is something that's in the past, problems, obstacles. Okay, so this one is in the past. So as far as the prosperity and the way that we're feeling, or a financial situation, because prosperity is a general term that means several different things. So this lack of is something that's in the past, which is definitely a place that we want to have. Now, what we have coming up here, the next one is EWAS. Now, EWAS deals with, and again, this is your problems or obstacles. Oh, wow. Problems or obstacles. Obstacles. And again, where EWAS deals with magic, it also deals with the tree of life. It deals with dreaming. ending of old, beginning of new. Some people say death and they go, no, ending of old, beginning of new is what we're dealing with. This is creating an obstacle for you. Your show reaches 9 realms. So as far as, thank you. God, why are you guys being such a pain in my butt tonight? All right. Thank you. All right. All right. If we are dealing with magic, tourmaline, sage your house on a regular basis, helps get rid of that negative energy. Sometimes we have a tendency, as we're growing spiritually, to absorb the negative energy around us. Especially paranormal investigators need to be smudged constantly, because that's the thing. You get it? Good. Because I didn't know how else to explain it. Okay, so then, stroke of luck is Othello. Othello is upside down. So we have this luck coming in, which we're not talking about generics and inherited property. We're talking about things you've earned. You've gone this far and you've actually earned these things. These are yours. These are things that were given to you. These are things you've worked really, really hard on. And Othello is not a favour. So we're dealing with outside. And we're not dealing with people around you genetically. And again, these are like friends and things coming around for you. And again, thank you very much. So we're dealing with finances is what we're dealing with. Something you've worked really hard towards that is going to bring an increase in finances. Thank you so much. That's going to be working in your favor. Now we're talking the 4th position, which is the immediate outcome. The immediate outcome actually comes into play, and this is divine interaction. Okay, we're dealing with gifts. We're dealing with, and again, gifts can represent psychic, spiritually, mentally, or physically when we're dealing with gifts. And this is how we understand the world. Is what we're dealing with. Gable is like a favour. Certain runes represent certain aspects of our life. This one's actually coming in, and it has this really awesome situation as far as gifts. Could be physical gifts, spiritual gifts. It could be a gift of you just moving forward and getting to know who you are, letting go of something, or having somebody finally understand you is a great gift too. So we have this immediate outcome of this understanding actually happen. Ingwas might actually help understand this. I have one more. Ingwas is coming in. So Ingwas, we're dealing with harmony and music. Okay, everything is going to actually work out. The situation that you are going through right now is going to bring itself out to a positive aspect. The things are more harmonious. There's like constant like music where things are just like you're grooving to the music. Things are going good, more lighthearted, beneficial to you in the long run. So there's a more positive aspects coming in towards you. And again, physically, mentally, emotionally, this is not afraid of you. And we're also dealing love of ourselves, love of others, love of our life. So that's what they're actually recommending for you right now. All right, we have one more, and then I'm going to call it a night because it's 9:08. 9:08. So we have one more, and then that's it. We had who do we have? Who do we have here? Oh my goodness. Okay, Monica S. Let's see what we got going on for you. Okay, we got Iwas. Freyu upside down. It's going to be an obstacle. They're telling me finances. Isa's good. Things stand still. All right. So, Iwas is the first one that's coming in. And again, these are things that we need to look at. I'm so sorry, honey. Just give me one sec. Iwas is actually coming into play at the moment, okay? We're dealing with relationships. So there was a situation within relationships where things were not exactly going the way that you wanted them to, okay? And again, relationships were off. This could be relationships with others, relationship with a partner, relationship with siblings. It's relationships in general. So you will understand the direction that we're taking this in. Now, and again, your obstacle is going to deal with Fayu. In this particular thing, we're talking finances. It's going to be a slight obstacle within finances where we need to watch and we need to deal with what our basic needs are. that is what the big obstacle is going to be. Isa comes in. Isa's ice. And this is something that's going to work towards your benefit. There's going to be a lot of cosmic energy around you. And again, there's a lot of spiritual energy, spiritual understanding of the world and things that are going to help bring you into that really positive direction. Ice is solid. Okay, we're talking like solid ice that's going to help you with this particular situation. It's unmoving. It's got a barrier around you that you can believe. Now we have the immediate outcome. We're dealing with manas. Manas is coming in, and we're dealing with manifesting. Again, I'm going to state this again. This blue moon, these 3 days, manifestation is the best thing to do. To go out and literally manifest during this full moon period. It's a very powerful moon. So we do want to manifest around here. So the manifestation is something that's going to be coming in for you in a positive direction. Now we have Thurizaz. Is Thurizaz? Thurizaz is not. No. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Thurizaz is also the rune that deals with Freya, which is something new that I was doing. We're dealing with, okay. So normally Thurizaz deals with, okay. So you're going to have pretty much the ability to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Things are going to work in your direction. And in other words, because we're talking Thurizaz, which is Thor. So instead of needing outside protection, you already have it. You are protected and you're guarded. We've made it through this. Okay, so this we've made it through, and things are actually going to work in an awesome direction for you. Okay. All right, guys, it's already 8:12. I'm so sorry, guys. There's 3 that I actually missed. Come in next week. I start at 8 o'clock if you can, and I will squish you in. Hello, Kendra Bullet. Hello, Velma, and hello, Shield. And Miss Donna Wallace, sorry about that. So I want to say peace out, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Joni will be here tomorrow night for Mystery Behind the Scenes. And don't forget to check out Marcy and I on Friday. We're going to be talking about depression and some alternative methods to actually help you out. So we'll get there, and let's see if I can find the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple, pink, green thing. Bye!